Hello, I'm Timdiana. Enduring it in search for credit. Movies come and go. There are some movies we can't forget, others we want to forget, and few we should forget. But no matter what happens, there's always going to be something that we overlook. And thus, we will always have underrated films. So today, I'm going to count down my top 10 underrated films in recent years. Some you may agree with, others you may not agree with, and some might just surprise you. So, prepare to be shocked, terrified, and amazed. This is my top 10 Neoteric underrated films. Number 10. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. There's a lot of movies out there that are based on books, and Hitchhiker's Guide is no exception. Granted, I've never read the books, so I don't know how accurate it is to the story. That being said, this movie is enjoyable, and its comedy is both clever and random. Well, here's a better way of putting it. The terms are so random, it's clever.
Infinite improbability drive is a wonderful new method of crossing interstellar distances in a few seconds, without all that tedious mucking about in hyperspace. As the improbability drive reaches infinite improbability, it passes through every conceivable point in every conceivable universe almost simultaneously. In other words, you're never sure where you'll end up or even what species you'll be when you get there.
Makes sense to me. Characters in this movie are either okay or over the top. But the one who steals the show is Marvin, the manic-depressed robot. Who better to voice him than Alan Rickman?
I've been talking to the ship's computer, and it hates me.
Sorry, sir. Hitchhiker's Guide is an inventive, creative, and hilarious movie. It's a movie that tells you to enjoy yourself and not to panic.
Marvin, any ideas?
I have a million ideas. They all point to certain death.
Thanks very much.
Number 9. Silent Hill. That's right, people. A video game movie made this list. Silent Hill is not one of the only best horror films that's come out in recent years, but it's also one of the only good video game adaptation films. The story of the film deals with a mother trying to find her daughter throughout the haunted town that is Silent Hill. And that's putting it mildly. There are no words that can describe the twisted and dark atmosphere of Silent Hill, so this might work better.
What's happening? Oh!
Is it over? Silent Hill is not your stereotypical horror story with one person being haunted. This movie shows us the evil of man and the evil of, well, evil. As I said, Silent Hill is a dark, twisted horror film that truly brought the video game to life. Oh, and one more thing. Fear the Horn! Number 8. Peter Pan. The latest rendition of Peter Pan is by far the best one, as it is closest to the actual story. The story of the film was imaginative, but can be very strong by taking the audience serious. Most of the characters are what you expect, but the one I was impressed with was Captain Hook. This is no doubt the best Captain Hook you will ever see in any Peter Pan movie. Sorry, Dustin Hoffman. Peter Pan brought back the story that we all know, but this time it was at a caliber that has never been seen before. Number 7. Serenity. For a movie based on a TV show, this was pretty good. This proved that you didn't need to know the show to understand the movie. But it does help. It was interesting to see how they turned a cowboy sci-fi story and changed it to something of this caliber. So, thumbs up to Joss Whedon. Serenity works. If only Fox could understand that. Number 6. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Hold on! Just let me explain. Just give me time to... Let me finish. Yeah, I know I'm going to get hell for this. But in a weird way, I think Episode 3 is underrated. Don't get me wrong, this film does have its faults. The dialogue is flat, which makes the acting weird, and of course... I know! Besides that, it really isn't that bad of a film. It's definitely the darkest Star Wars film, and there are some moments that do seem epic. That, and it was comforting to see that the Star Wars saga was finally complete. So they came out with a TV series. The game. But besides that, it was complete. So am I saying Episode 3 is perfect? No. But am I saying it's underrated? Yes. I'm complimenting you!
I've seen it. It's rubbish.
Let's just continue.